Hello everyone, it's Talya Rose. Today I wanted to go over all the different ways that you can carry your baby out in public or at home without using a stroller and without breaking your arms or your back. I have the 4 most popular style of baby carriers, and I wanted to just share them with you and show you why I like them, kind of review them, and what you might want to look for and what might fit your needs and your baby best. So first off, I have my favorite, which is the backpack hiker carrier. It's kind of huge, so I'm just going to show it to you real quick. It's really awesome. It is an aluminum frame, so it's really light. They have a lot of different styles. But this one is awesome because it has a nice big thick strap here at the bottom of the backpack, and what it does is it allows the weight of the baby to be dispersed throughout the entirety of your back, so that A, you don't feel lopsided, and B, you don't feel like all the weight is just pushing down on your shoulders. So I absolutely love this. I can carry Harvey in it for hours and not get tired, and it's great too because it does have adjustable straps in here. Now this device is great, but you can only use it once the baby has fully mastered their head movement all on their own. So they need to be able to control their neck and move it freely because they will be bouncing and being jostled in the back while being carried in it. So you'll just need to make sure that they're big enough to be able to control their neck and be able to withstand all of the bumping and jostling. They also now have newer models that actually have umbrellas that will go over your baby and cover their head, which is awesome, but this one doesn't have that feature available. So I just have to make sure to give Harvey a hat and sunscreen when he goes in here. He can fall asleep and take a nap. He's fully comfortable and happy because he has a great view of everything that's going on, and I have actually come to rely on this far beyond just hiking. I use it in my kitchen when I'm doing chores or when I'm cooking and I need to have my hands free. It's great for those days where he's just really clingy and he wants me to hold him 24/7, but I can't as much as I'd love to. I still have things to get done, so this is a great compromise, and he's happy and I'm happy, and honestly I just look at it as I get an extra workout while I do my chores. So just spin it positive. Alright, next on the list is the baby Bjorn. And this thing has to be one of the most convenient, and I think I've used this one the most out of all the baby carriers that I'll be showing you today, just because it is so convenient and easy. You literally just put it over, you click it in, and then put your baby in, and there's 2 more snaps and that's it. And what's great about this too is that you can carry your baby in this when they are an infant, and you face them toward you, and you can just click this next support in the upward position, and then as they get older you can control their neck more, you can then face them forward and fold the neck support down, so it's just added support around their chest. And this is awesome because then even in the grocery store he's having fun, he gets to look out and participate, and so I love it, and it's just quick and easy, and it's pretty cheap too. I think it was about $30 or so. I got this as a hand-me-down, so that was great. Now third on the list for the baby carriers is the baby Sling. And this is great. It's a piece of fabric. Sometimes they have a fastener, other times it's just one continuous piece of fabric that you drape over. But what's nice about this, you can carry your baby on your hip just like you would if you were holding them, but it just relieves some of the pressure from your arms and puts it on your shoulder. So it's really nice, but this is not a hands-free device. This is only meant to assist holding a baby and not meant to completely carry the baby because there is no upward support. Now when they are really small, you can go ahead and move it to the front and lay them in the sling position. With this particular model, I didn't feel as comfortable. However, they do have baby slings that are one continuous piece of fabric that are pretty tight and hold the baby really tight to your body, and you can actually use that and nurse your baby as you're walking around the house. So I think that one of those slings are actually on my next list of baby carriers to buy for my next child because those look great, and I've heard a lot of good things about that. But these are great, but again, just beware, they're not totally hands-free, so it's only an assist. Now, fourth, I have the Moby Wrap. And this is just a really long piece of fabric, as you can see. Still going, still going, still going, still going, and finally we're at the end. So it's a really long piece of fabric that you double over and fold in half and then wrap around your body. They have several different ways that you can wrap this around you to carry your baby in various positions, but I did the main wrap for you as an example so you can see real quick. So as you can see from the video, it does take a little while to wrap the Moby around you. Now, I really loved to use the Moby Wrap, especially when Harvey was first born, because it was a great transition from the womb to the outside world, because he felt warm and cuddly and cozy in it. And what's nice about the Moby Wrap is there are no fasteners and there are no plastic pieces or hinges or clips or anything, so you don't have to worry about them scraping their face. And he just would cozy up next to me in the Moby Wrap, and he'd feel warm and safe, and it felt like he was still kind of in the womb. So it was a great way to carry Harvey when he was first born, and I loved it too because it felt very secure and comfortable and natural. Now the downside to the Moby Wrap is because it is so long, it does take a long time to wrap around your body. There are different ways that you can wrap it, but you will have to memorize those different ways, and some of them are a little actually confusing. But the biggest downfall, I think, of the Moby Wrap is that it's difficult to use out in public, because if you don't have it wrapped around you before you get in the car and go to your destination, you'll then have to get out of the car and drag all the fabric like on the cement, unless you can try to finagle it in your car while you're sitting down, but that's almost impossible. I've tried. And then also, if your child is using the Moby Wrap and you're out in public and you realize maybe you didn't tie it tight enough and it starts to get a little saggy, in order to correct it, you're gonna have to put your child down somewhere and then spend the 5 minutes to rewrap it in the store, and it's gonna drag along the grocery store floor. So it's not the best for out in public, but I've absolutely loved it at home, and especially for when Harvey was a newborn. Again, now that he's older and heavier, it does tend to come undone a little bit faster. So that's when the baby Bjorn or the Sling comes in real handy, depending on where I'm going and for how long. So those are really the 4 main styles. There are a lot of brands out there and a lot of different types, so you'll just have to see what you enjoy. But I've loved them all for different reasons, and they've actually all complemented one another. So I thought they've been a great addition to my baby collection. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this has helped, and have fun carrying your baby.